All right, if you're in real estate, you know the drill. You are constantly hearing about the market. But what if all that noise doesn't actually control your success? Today, we're going to break down the 6 essential leadership skills that do. Let's jump in.
Sound familiar? Yeah, of course it does. This is pretty much the constant buzz in the industry right now, right? And it's enough to make anyone anxious. But what if all that chatter is just a massive distraction from what really matters?
And look, that is the crucial point. Markets are going to do what they're going to do. They'll swing up, they'll swing down, but the one constant you have absolute control over is your leadership. It's the true variable that defines your success, whether you're an agent, a team leader, or running your own brokerage. Okay, so what does this leadership thing even look like in the real world? Well, the most important thing to get is that it's not some trait you're born with. Not at all. Think of it like a muscle. And the good news is, you can start building it, like today. Let's break this down. This has nothing to do with your job title. It's all about how you show up, day in and day out. It's the confidence you project, the clarity you bring to really tough decisions, and the way you guide people when they feel totally lost and uncertain. So our first 2 skills, these are all about flipping the switch from being reactive to being proactive. And let me tell you, in a business that is constantly pulling you in a million different directions, that is a genuine superpower. Oh, I love this metaphor because it is just so true. A strategy isn't some dusty, complicated business plan you write once and then shove in a drawer. No, it's your active guide. It's your GPS. And it's not just for your business. It's absolutely crucial for how you guide your clients, too. And here's a perfect example of that strategy in action. You've got clients, right? They start with a 5-year plan for a starter home. Pretty standard stuff. But a great agent, a leader, asks a simple but really strategic question. Hey, what if you end up staying longer? And just like that, boom, the entire search shifts. Suddenly we're looking at a 10-year vision. That little question, that's leadership. And this right here, this is the other side of that coin, decisiveness. In a market where there are so many unknowns, waiting for that perfect moment is a total trap. It just leads to analysis paralysis. Real leaders get that momentum is what truly matters. They keep moving, they stay curious, and they actually create opportunities instead of just sitting around and waiting for them. All right, let's keep building on this. Our next pair of skills, these get right to the heart of it all. We're talking about the human element, which, let's be honest, is at the core of every single real estate transaction. The word influence can get a bad rap in this business, right? It can sound kind of pushy, but that's not what we're talking about here. True influence is about being a world-class teacher. It's your ability to take all that complex market data, all those confusing contract details, and just translate them. Make them simple, clear, and actionable so your clients feel empowered to make the best choice for them. And you absolutely cannot have that kind of trust without empathy. I mean, think about it. Buying or selling a home is one of the most emotional roller coasters people will ever go on. A real leader tunes into that. They don't dismiss the fear or the excitement. They listen. They really understand. And that's how they build a foundation of trust that lasts way beyond a single deal. That's how you build a business for life. Okay, we're rounding it out with our final pair of skills. And these are all about your inner game, your personal strength, and your long-term growth. This is about building a career that truly lasts. Look, deals are gonna fall through, markets will get tough, it's inevitable. But as you can see here, your reaction to that chaos is, well, it's everything. Panic, it's contagious. It just demolishes confidence. But you know what else is contagious? Calm. When you can stay calm and resilient, you're not just solving a problem. You're showing everyone around you what leadership actually looks like. And all of this kind of leads to a really big, powerful question. When it's all said and done, when you look back on your career, how are you gonna measure your success? Is it just about the numbers, the transactions? Because the real answer, your true legacy, it isn't found in your sales volume. It's in the people you've lifted up along the way, the new agents you mentored, the team you helped to build. See, great leaders don't just close deals. They create other great leaders. Okay, so we've just covered 6 incredibly powerful skills, but just knowing about them isn't the same as doing them, right? So the big question is, how do you start building these leadership muscles right now, today? It all starts with this number. Just 1. That's it. You don't have to try and master all 6 things at once. That's overwhelming. You just have to start with one single, focused choice. So here's the challenge for you. Pick one of these 6 skills, just one, Maybe it's being a little more decisive, or maybe it's practicing more empathy. Whatever it is, focus on just that one thing for the next 30 days. That's it. Maybe it's asking one more strategic question in a client meeting, making one decision a little faster, having one coaching conversation with a colleague. These tiny, consistent steps, they're the ones that compound into real, lasting impact.
Because here's the thing. In the end, your clients might forget the exact interest rate or the details of the inspection report. Your colleagues might forget the sales numbers from a particular quarter. But what they will never forget, what truly defines your legacy, is how you made them feel. That feeling of being guided with confidence, with empathy, with care. They will never, ever forget how you led them through it.